Today I'm here with Mr. Amit Barve. He is heading the solar business of Panasonic, and we are going to talk about Panasonic's participation here at REI Expo. Sir, good morning.
Morning, very good.
And good to see you again here, sir. It is wonderful to see Panasonic exhibiting solar capabilities here at REI Expo.
Thank
Can
you
you please talk about your presence here?
Yeah, so REI has been one of the landmark events where we have been participating for multiple years, and this is one of the platforms where we are able to showcase what we do in the entire solar range. So this year, what we decided to expand our offering to be showcased to the consumers and customers. So today on the booth, you will be able to see not only a high-tech solar products, but we have also included this year going forward the EV chargers, which is also a next generation to the solar in terms of sustainability, as well as power tools. So these are two additional businesses and product line what we are actually showcasing to our customers over and above the solar range of products.
Sir, when you look at the solar business segment for Panasonic, how significant it is in India? What is the business prospects you see for this division?
So I would start with the larger concept why Panasonic looks towards business in a significant way. So Panasonic Holdings, which is listed to the stock exchange, is seriously looking towards green impact vision, where out of this green impact vision, we are looking at 2-3 steps to achieve. One is our own impact, where we are trying to become sustainable, and our internal goals are by 2030, all our operating units should be running on 100% renewables actually. So that's the first goal what we are looking significantly across the globe. The second impact what we see is how do we help our customers to achieve this goal. And for the customers to achieve this goal, we are doing certain businesses where we are offering products and services, and solar ranks topmost amongst it, where it will help to sustainability. Yeah. So that significance is for the solar business within Panasonic Group. Today, if you see in India, we are one of the fastest growing business of Panasonic within India, Indian context is concerned. And there is a great emphasis on enhancing our service portfolio. So the product portfolio is anyway moving at its own pace. But what we intend to do is add on to it more of a services, because that is where we will be able to deliver last mile results actually to the consumer, because just giving a good product is not end of it, but the products needs to be installed well, the product needs to be maintained, the product needs to be operated well. That is where we are expanding our reach to see that it's a holistic offering to the consumers.
And so when we talk about Panasonic as a brand, it always carry a credibility of quality, and especially it's a brand come from Japan, and people always relate quality with price.
Sure.
So how financially viable Panasonic solar solutions for Indian market?
So as you mentioned, it's absolutely correct, is that price is a function of quality. Yeah, price is a function of what you deliver, and there we don't want to compromise. The market is enough, the market is pretty big, and market is there for every type of a player. So what we focus is on the niche players who are equally having a concern for the quality and who don't mind paying a bit higher price but get a quality and reliable product. This is very important in solar sector because we are looking for a product which should last for 25 years. So today there are many companies who probably offer 25 years of warranty, but how many of them have even seen the life of 25 years actually? Yeah, that is where the Panasonic makes a difference, that we have been more than 100-year-old company, which means we have been able to weather the seasons as well as natural calamities, financial situations and everything. If we have been able to navigate those last 100 years, we are sure and confident that we'll be able to navigate next 100 years also. And that is where the service angle, that is where that brand reliability actually is what Panasonic offers. And today I'm very happy to say that within Indian context, there are many customers who are looking for these kind of associations actually, rather than the short-term goals of reducing the price, reducing the cost, and try to make more money out of it. So the landscape is changing, and I would say quality conscious customers are increasing day by day as they see how the markets are moving in this time.
And the changing landscape, we need to always address about the ROI.
Absolutely.
So how do you see what segment of solar business delivers ROI for power producers?
So today, if you see the levelized cost of electricity generation as far as utility projects are concerned, or to that matter, commercial industrial projects are concerned, the ROIs are anything between, like for C&I segment, especially it's less than 3 years to 5 years actually, depending upon which state, what tariff, and which time of the day the tariffs are being calculated. For the utility also, if you see today, all the solar prices which are being bid are beating the conventional tariffs actually. So price feasibility or the economic sense is already been established for these two segments. Coming to the residential consumers, where I personally believe and Panasonic believes is that the more proliferation of the solar needs to happen. There also the affordability is going high into the segments where the consumers are consuming more than 300 units per month. See, their tariffs goes like in the range of 6 rupees to 9 rupees or 10 rupees in some states. And for them, the systems are again financially viable. Your ROI will be less than 5 years. Today, the concern is still for the consumers who consume less, maybe up to 100 units or 200 units. But with the schemes which have been launched by Government of India, like the PM Shure Yojana, which is going to give a capital subsidy, and some states are even bundling the subsidy beyond the central scheme, making it much more affordable. So today, if you ask for affordability, financial feasibility, any and every consumer, whosoever wishes to install solar, has a financial feasibility, either directly or through subsidy.
Packaging solar solutions. Now we see plug and play solar solutions becoming a trend in Indian market. What will be the market size expected in that segment? Are you interested in that segment?
Yeah, so that segment is growing, but it's growing, I would say, has a huge potential, and but it's growing slowly because it also has its own natural issues related to the logistics, related to the services. Today, even if you see the industry is growing so fast, the back-end setup in terms of services, network, availability of trained technicians, skilled manpower is all the issues which are still we are struggling. So we are all evolving, including a lot of support from government for skilling a lot of new people. But when I have to scale these packaged products, I need a local service support center. Until the time we don't have local service supports, it's very difficult because still the Indian consumer mindset of DIY is not really DIY actually. They do buy a product which is DIY, but still they need someone to come and install, someone to maintain. And that is something we probably will not be able to eliminate with the Indian mindset. So service becomes an essential part, and the growth today is only limited to the availability of trained service people in those areas to sell those packaged products.
You mentioned about rooftop solar segment. What will accelerate acceptance of rooftop solar solutions in Indian market? Even if you see today, the potential is not yet to explore in the rooftop solar. What challenges are there for that?
So I would say, as far as the industrial segment is concerned or commercial, there's a lot of awareness. I think so that market is growing at the fastest rate, including even the open access, which has been picked up by C&I in a very big way because of the limitations of the size of the rooftop. The lagging is still on the residential side, and maybe with the schemes which have been launched by the government in the last 6-8 months, I believe that if not all of them are really functioning well, because today still there are glitches and other things, but I think so in another year's time, probably things we will start looking at a different way. So certain states who have taken the lead in trying to push these schemes, like an example, Gujarat, if you move in the cities, you can actually see the rooftops anywhere around, all now with the solar actually. Yeah, it's a fantastic scene to see. You go to any high-rise building in Gujarat, and if you see downside actually, all the individual houses actually have a solar now. Same can be replicated in multiple states. There are schemes, there are possibilities, awareness, and this awareness that it is affordable is what the messaging needs to go. Because the messaging has always been that solar is expensive, solar is a daytime power, solar is infirm power. I think so. These are the misconceptions which are there in the minds of the consumers, which needs to be taken out by, I would say, stakeholders. It's not only government which should be doing it, but maybe even all the private players also need to go and talk about it.
I was fortunate to see Rudraksha Convention Center project and was very impressed with the way how we implemented technology there as well as other solutions. Can you share about the projects where solar implementation done, or what kind of capacity presently Panasonic hold in solar?
Yeah, so we have multiple good projects to refer. Like Rudraksha was one integrated project where all the businesses of Panasonic had some share out of installation. But if you see of standalone solar projects, actually we have done multiple, quite a different impact kind of a project. So which we started with a software giant in Bangalore where we did a 45 megawatt on an open access 8 years back when open access was not a concept which was very prevalent at that point of time. We did a 10 megawatt project in Dhule, which is like an agrivoltaic, first of agrivoltaic in entire India, which is a combination that you can still use the land for your agriculture purpose and also has a photovoltaic. So it's a 10 megawatt where the energy generated is being sold to the MSCD cell, while the land is still being used for cultivating actually, which is like for a farmer, it gives you an additional flip of an income actually. Then we have done certain rooftop projects with a line of almost like 9 megawatt on a single roof. This is what we have done for Fiat factory in Ranjangaon in Pune, which is almost like working very fast towards achieving a net carbon neutral goal of having 100% renewables running the entire factory. So this was one of the landmark projects, largest rooftop what we have done, creating a huge impact. And all the projects that we have done today, we have a track record of highest safety, highest quality, no accidents, no near misses. I think so. That is where we lay a lot of importance, and which resonates with the customer, that we have an equal mindset when we do the projects together.
That's wonderful. And when we talk about EV charging infrastructure, what strategy you adopt to expand that business? Because you have a great capability in that. And do you think that strategic alliances are critical in that to expand that? Are you considering that as a strategy?
So, strategic alliances will be a part of our future growth strategy, I would say, and those can be organic or inorganic, the way it happens over a period of time. But today what we have is a range of product which is on AC side as well as DC, which means we are in the consumer side where the consumer wants to use it directly, and the other is more for the industrial or B2B side where you need to do fast charging actually. Yeah? Those are our high capacity DC chargers, probably what we'll show it to you. So the AC side chargers, we are actually synergizing with the solar channels. So today we have almost like 45 distributors spread across the country. I don't know how many system integrators have been aligned with them for the distribution and installations actually. All these channels are also now selling EV chargers. It's not only solar, but they make a holistic solution that entire renewable. It's not only solar, but also gets clubbed along with the EV. The same is the case with our project business, which we used to do only solar project business. Today, the same project team is also looking for setting up an infrastructure for entire charge point operators. So where the entire DC setup, AC setup, chargers, civil foundation, electrical installations, everything can be taken care of by Panasonic, which gives you an additional flip. That is our own product, our own project, our own installation, which gives a sense of confidence to the consumer as well as customer. So this is what we are started 6 months back by harmonizing two business units together rather than operating it separately, and utilize the synergies to see that this product is an extension of solar rather than treating it as a separate business unit altogether.
Panasonic R&D division is well respected and always expects something new to come out of there. What any kind of efforts are happening in PV? I mean, especially
I would be very happy to share something actually. So today what we see in photovoltaics is all based on crystalline technology. Yeah, either it's a mono, earlier it was a polycrystalline and now it's a monocrystalline, but it is all silicon based actually. And today when you see the prices moving up and down depending upon the demand and supply, it is all because of silicon actually. Yeah? Whether it is either in excess sometimes or is in a shortage. But what Panasonic is looking is to go beyond silicon actually and go into organic and inorganic materials to be explored for generating energy. The technology is called as a perovskite, and we are one of the pioneer working on this particular thing. What we expect is to commercially launch this product by 2026. So even though it is a solar cell, we don't call it as a solar cell. We intend to call it the energy generating unit. And this will be a layer of organic material going on a simple plain glass, which will be using an inkjet printer, can be printed actually. And this glass can be made to the dimensions of an architectural view. So if we want to put this glass door with a perovskite, actually we will print a glass of this size and give it to you. If you want to make an entire building envelope to be done by a glass, it can be done. So the standalone building, which was only a passive structure, will become an active energy generator actually. It will not have an efficiency of monocore, but it will be at par with the efficiency of polycrystalline models actually. Yeah? So it's almost reached to the level of 19% efficiency, and we intend to commercialize that and start selling it by 26. So this is something going to be a game changer in terms of energy generation, because every building, every place now can become an energy generating unit rather than only a building actually.
So it will be you can say an energy efficient architectural revolution.
Absolutely.
But you can expect probably for tall buildings, skyscrapers,
anything and everything. Yeah. So today you have an expo mart actually, right?
Yeah.
The
so all
entire
facets
envelope
can be covered. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And also it also can be used for vehicle tops, and so it can be customized to.
Absolutely. And there you have a greater flexibility because it's a printing technology. I can actually control the transparency. I can control the architectural design. So you don't have to compromise onto the architectural side for the building architect because he doesn't want to spoil the look of the building. Actually,
Absolutely.
yeah. So he gets to play around with it, but it's still going to generate an energy.
So it will create a better aesthetic flexibility when it comes to solar solution. Fabulous. Most important thing I didn't ask, I was keeping it for the last one. What is new here at REI? Any new launches expected?
So what we have done is this REI, just before REI, we have launched a top one series of modules actually, which is the flare season right now. The technology is changing from monocoque to top one. Initially, it was estimated to be a gradual shift, but it looks now it will be much more accelerated shift towards the top one because of slight higher efficiency that you are able to achieve as compared to monocoque, with only a slight tweak into the monocoque lines. So it is no more additional capex actually. It's the utilization of the capex which have already been done in monocoque we tweaked into top one. So the top one series of modules have already launched, which are there on the display, and 60 kilowatt DC charger, which is a new entrant actually, has been also put on the display by Panasonic.
Sir, thank you so much for interacting with us. We have actually more questions to ask, but I can understand you are pretty busy, and a lot of people are waiting for to meet you. Thank you so much.
Thank
it
you,
was a very informative conversation what you had with us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.